What is the message you may need to hear right now? I'm hearing where there's a will, there's a way. There's a way out of something. There's a way into something. Five of Swords. Mental confliction here. You might be stressing a little bit at this time, trying to plan or figure something out or come up with some type of solution. And Spirit is here to remind you that if there's a will, there's a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. You will make it out of something. Yes. Make it out of something and it leads you into something new. Something profound, I'm hearing. Astonishing. Five of Swords. Death. Yeah. Five of Swords and Death at the bottom of the deck here. You're coming out of something. You're being enlightened. You're being pulled out of something. I'm hearing that you've been sacrificing. Wow, you could have been sacrificing how you feel, putting your feelings last, not making yourself a priority. And that has been a sacrifice because instead of you putting yourself first, you've been putting maybe your children first, loved ones, your friends, your family, your coworkers, even everybody else you've been putting first. You've been sacrificing how you feel for some time now. People pleaser energy here, but also because you are willing to put yourself on the front line for anybody that you love or care for. Yes. And maybe you've gotten into some trouble or maybe stumbling along this path. Maybe you've been looking and hoping and praying for a solution on your path here. And again, something is coming. Something is coming. There's going to be a gift gifted to you from the universe, from the divine, from God, from the Most High, because you are deserving. You are deserving of that big break, that big push, that big transformation in your life. You're deserving. You're worthy because you've sacrificed. And now it's your time. Now it's your time to receive. Now it's time for someone to show up for you. Someone's going to show up for you. And who is that someone? It's going to be you. You're not going to stop showing up for people around you and who you love, but you're also going to figure out how to balance the scale. And you're going to be able to give to yourself the way that you give others. And that's such a lovely thing because me, myself, I can raise my hand and say, I know that energy far too well. Giving, 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 very rarely ever receiving, but always being appreciative when I do receive. Now you're going to be showing up for yourself. You're going to be doing the things that you love for yourself. You're going to be saying, hey, let me put up my boundaries, not my walls, but set firm boundaries for the people around me as well. And learn to say no when things get unhealthy. Stop saying yes, yes, yes to everything, especially when you want to say no. Simply because, oh my God, if I say no, what will they think? Who cares, by the way? Because do they care about how you feel and what position it puts you in if you have to do whatever it is that they're asking you to do instead of them? Do they care? Do they see? You know what I mean? Sometimes you have to say, wait, I gotta do something for me. I'm sorry. I gotta say no to that. Usually I'll say yes. I'm a yes man almost, woman almost. Usually I 6:06 on my clock right now. You are creating harmony in your life. You're balancing again the scales in your life. 6:06 on my clock. 6, 0 in the middle, and 6. There's a balance here. There's a balance and there's a merging of energies, meaning that you are not going to stop participating and being active in people's lives or cutting people off simply to please yourself only. No, you are now instead not just going to sacrifice how you feel for somebody else. Instead, you're going to also give yourself the love that you give to everyone else because you deserve it, and therefore it attracts people that earn it, your love, not just think that they deserve it and only take your love. No, you're putting a stop to people pleasing because you're not a people pleaser. Yes, you want to please the people and appease the people around you in that sense of taking care of them and making sure they're okay and doing the best and being your best self for them. But honey, you're not being your best self if you're only giving and not pouring into your own cup. So therefore it defeats the purpose. It's contradiction, love. You can't give and expect that you're giving your all, your best self. You're not. Even if that's all you know to give, you're not giving your best self anyway. So you might as well show yourself love so it balances your energy. And therefore, when you show up for the people that show up for you, you're going all in. Not just for you, but for them too. Okay? It's a reminder for you, and that's a reminder for me. Wow, Wheel of Fortune. Luck is on your side. It's more than luck. It's right on time. It's divine. Pure love. Pure love. Wheel of Fortune here. You are not going to be pouring from an empty cup much longer, because you are going to put an end. You are going to stay firm on your boundaries that you set. And you are going to show yourself a little more love and appreciation for all that you do and all that you sacrifice and everything and all the tools that you've acquired over the years from doing it all on your own for quite some time, my love, or little help at all. Now it's time to show up for you. Give yourself this Wheel of Fortune. And this is also karma too, coming to you for always being the one to show up, even for those who don't show up for you. Karma is just simply based off the kindness and love in your heart. When you care about somebody, you're all in. Nothing is short when it comes to you. You're all in for the ones that you love. And now it's time for them to be all in too. And how did that start? It's because you started showing up for you. It starts with self always, because we're reflections in this life. So if I have people-pleasing tendencies, that's what's going to show up in my life. That's what I mean. I'm going to attract these things. So I must heal. That's an example. I must heal that aspect in myself by first acknowledging it, and then doing better by setting boundaries and saying no when I used to say yes to things I actually didn't want to do, or compromise something I had planned. Now I got to put my plans on pause for you. No more. Just because I love you. No more. I gotta love myself too. That's that Wheel of Fortune coming to you. That's that karma. That's that big break. Stay steady in this pace that you're in. Stay steady in it. You're not stagnant. You're staying steady in it. 5 of Coins. Yes, there's no more desperation or feeling like you're going to disappoint somebody if you say no. No. Set boundaries, because they're going to understand if they actually love you. Okay? It's just that simple and plain. Because everybody deserves to say no. Everybody deserves to say yes. Everybody has the right to say yes or no. So if they're taking it personal, why are they taking it personal? Maybe they don't need to be in your life anyway then. Start picking and weeding out the people that only stick around when you say yes. But when you start setting up firm boundaries, not pumping up your chest, but staying firm with them for your own benefit, because you're selfless. So when it's for your benefit, you're finally giving yourself that. So you better stick firm on that and not just give all that away. You actually want to maintain this self-love for yourself. So if they see you setting up boundaries for yourself, for your mental health, for your emotional security and stability that you're giving to yourself, and they have an attitude about that, or they throw a fit, then sayonara, baby, because maybe you wasn't it. That goes for anybody. Friends, family, blood, relatives, doesn't matter. Anybody. This is beautiful energy. You're coming out of something. Seems like you were a people pleaser for a long time. Now you're not only just giving yourself to others, you're giving yourself to you. You're pouring into you. You're doing what you love for you. You're saying no when you need to say no, when you used to say yes. You're not people pleasing anymore. And you're sticking firm. God bless. You deserve this. I love you.